The format for Goldmine is pretty simple. There are 4 groups. They're all being streamed right now. I'm streaming one of them. Shogun is streaming another one. Athena is streaming another one. And Smellsworth is streaming the 4th one. So if you want to watch all of them, then you're going to need to use multi-stream, I believe, because Smellsworth doesn't have... he doesn't have partner yet, so we can't do a squad stream with all of us. Yeah, how's the game sounding, everybody? It's Firstkiller versus Jbot. Rematch from Salt Mine 2 main event. It was a sweep win then for Firstkiller. And I think that's probably the reason why he picked Jbot to be in his group. Oh, there's no sound at all? Okay, hold on. I think I know why that is. Boom! There we go. Game sound. Fixed. Is that better? It does say Firstkiller over the scoreboard as well. Let me fix that. I need to... you know what? I could have prevented that from happening as well. That was a massive bean by me. I could have fixed that by making Firstkiller's name on the other side. Because Jbot's name is nice and short. But I didn't think of that. So, I'm a complete muppet. Anyway, Jbot getting a much better start than I think Firstkiller was hoping for. Opening goal for him. Let's see if I can get this scoreboard in the right place. Okay, there we go. Actually, we might have room for a few more letters on this one. I've not used this scoreboard for any more than 3 letters before. Let's see if first fits. Hey! Perfect. Absolute perfection. In case anybody's wondering, I did test that, but I tested it with Firstkiller in the orange team. I thought he was going to pick orange team. Then he picked blue, and I was like, wait, you what now? Jbot is going to be a dangerous opponent for Firstkiller. I know Firstkiller's not been grinding 1v1 ranked at all, at least not that I'm aware of, for this tournament. He might have been doing private matches, but I don't think he's been doing 1v1 ranked. The thing that needs to be mentioned, though, is that Firstkiller has never really been a 1v1 ranked player. Even when he was on a huge show match win streak, even when he was winning 1v1 tournaments back to back to back, he didn't do 1v1 ranked. That wasn't his thing. He just did show matches, and he won them all. Jbot, however, he does play a little bit more 1v1 ranked than First does, so he might be the more in-form player. But like I was about to mention before I got rudely interrupted by my terrible production quality, Firstkiller picked Jbot, so he chose this matchup. Now that might put more pressure on Firstkiller in the match than you'd otherwise expect. Jbot, he was chosen for this match, so yeah, he's got 2 ways to go about it. Either he's just going to be scared and think, oh no, Firstkiller's chosen me, he's the best player in North America for 1v1, always has been. Or he can start to pop off. Oh my goodness, Jbot. He's actually just taking things to another level right now. Firstkiller's had a few mispositionings at the start of this game. A few moments where he's been caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But now Jbot's actually starting to ramp up the outplays. He's not just playing off Firstkiller's slow starts. He's trying to have a quick start of his own. Now, I do still think Firstkiller will probably win this series, even if he does get swept in this, or even if he gets what we would call in Scotland grannied in this first game. What do you guys call it in your own countries when you beat someone and they don't score a goal? We used to call that grannied when I was in school. Wrecked? Okay. Shut out. Yeah, these are a little bit more sporting terms. Beautiful from First. He opens his scoring with the very nice flip reset goal. Look at that. Placement. Skunked? Where do they say skunked? What's that from? Clapped? Did you actually say that in school? I feel like clapped is a bit of a recent thing. Oh, then I forget you guys are actually all still in school. Of course, it would make sense if it's a recent thing. Skunked as a 7-0. Okay. I mean, grannied just means that the other person didn't score. If you grannied them, you beat them and they didn't even get a goal or whatever it is in the game that you're playing. USA says skunked. Okay. Never heard that one, but I'll have to keep that in mind. Jbot with the ball pressure. Oh, demo as well, but he doesn't connect with it. This is dangerous. Firstkiller very much in a favorable position here. He might be threatening a demo, and that is enough actually to force Jbot to center the ball in front of his own net. It looks like Jbot was trying to pinch this clear. Yeah, he was trying to get that to either bounce up or across the goal very quickly, or maybe even back into the corner, wherever he wanted that ball to go. It definitely didn't go that way because Firstkiller is closing the gap and he's got another possession fresh off a kickoff. Firstkiller over the top of the far post though will mean that he can't continue the attack. Oh, or will he? Jbot, a little bit careless there. Goes on the outside of the ball, and that's going to give Firstkiller the fast track right back into the middle. He just backflipped into it and followed through with the half flip when he realized it was just wide open. After such a promising start, Jbot is starting to fall apart. I didn't even mean to make that rhyme. This is one of the reasons Firstkiller is so dangerous in North America. Ridiculous consistency. I'd say when it comes to 1v1, nobody is able to keep up with this guy mechanically. But some have tried, many have gone close. Lion Blaze, the one who's probably lost the most close series to Firstkiller. Kinsey more recently. Good save there by First. Jbot is going to get the rebound anyway though, 4-3. And this game is not yet over. It's not just going to be a Firstkiller comeback into win. But the options or the potential matchups that we may be seeing from Group A today, I'm going to be casting the completion of Group A. Firstkiller versus Jbot is the first match on stream tonight. Chronic versus Alpha Kep will be coming afterwards. Then the two winners of those matches will play against each other. The two losers will play against each other. And then the winner of the losers match will play the loser of the winners match to decide who else qualifies from the group. Two will make it in to the main event on Saturday. This goal gap's opening up again. Jbot has possession as well. How does one squad stream or multi-stream? I believe to multi-stream you just need to type in multi-stream. Is it just multi-twitch.tv? Or Twitch TV /multi/something. I can't remember. Does anybody in chat remember what the layout of it is? You're probably all going to get timed out for posting links. It is just multi-twitch.tv. Yeah, so I think what you want to do is just type multi-twitch.tv and then you just type my Twitch username. I can do it right now as well, I think. Oh wait, yeah, Lenny's got it. There you go. So Lenny, do you want to make that a command actually? And put it in the title as well, because that would be quite helpful. That'd be very helpful. So everybody can see what's going on here, what's going on today. Also, Furtive, since you're here, I just spotted you in chat. Can I show Twitch chat on screen? Because I know everybody on chat, they want to be on stream. They don't usually get to be on stream for tournaments, but this is Gold Rush. I know Gold Rush is all about community, so it's entirely up to you. Are they going to be on here or no? There they are. This is where I would put them, just in the corner, the naughty corner, so everybody can get their moment of fame. But if it's not allowed, then I will remove it. It is entirely up to Goldmine whether that is happening or not today. No, this is not Jbot the caster. This is Jbot, the professional Rocket League player. Timeout corner, you think? Jbot confirmed. No, not quite. Oh, that's a good position for Jbot here, though. Firstkiller's going to ball chase him off the play. Very good reaction by Jbot. Look at that. He's outpaced Firstkiller. And he gets a 2-goal lead. Firstkiller looks a bit rough here. Now, I've seen Firstkiller reverse sweep before. I've seen him come back in series where he's been down. I've seen him come back in plenty games where he's been down. But the way that this is happening is a bit uncharacteristic. Usually when Firstkiller's losing in a series like this, there will be obvious mistakes and obvious things that he can fix. And then he just sharpens up, stops, playing too crazy, or stops missing open nets or whatever it is, and he just dominates. But game one, we saw that. It almost started happening. Oh, nice finish here, though, to be fair. But like I was saying, it almost started happening. We saw Jbot losing the lead. But then he just got it right back again. That was the moment of the match that confused me. Firstkiller coming back didn't seem too much of a surprise. Jbot shrugging off the comeback and winning the game. Definitely unexpected. But Firstkiller is the one who started this group of death, really. There were definitely easier picks on paper than Jbot. Stream audio messed up a bit. I'm not sure if it's just you, but my friend. I think it might be on your end. I think last time I checked it was fine. like that early shot by Jbot. Firstkiller's had to pinch it clear, and there goes his boost as a result. Jbot with a huge pressure plate. Nicely done. Look at this guy go. He is not messing around, ladies and gentlemen. Quality spacing. Does not let Firstkiller close the gap. Does not let him get back to defend the goal. He just turns in the perfect place and buries the shot into the top corner. What do you guys think? This is starting to look a bit dangerous for NA's number one. Long-time number one 1v1 player. Is this going to be an upset? Type U in chat if you think it's going to be an upset. I guess you guys who don't think it's going to be an upset can type N. Oh, you look at the can. It's very clever. Yeah, you guys are so clever. So I think mostly, from what I can see, yeah, it looks like more ends. So still a lot of Firstkiller believers in chat, and I don't blame them. I'm actually with you guys. But look at Jbot go. The more time that passes, the more I'm becoming a Jbot fan for this match, because he is absolutely on fire right now. Top quality stuff. Is that another one? It is. At what point do we start getting really, really worried for Firstkiller? Because I think it's about now for me. I'm already getting a little bit worried for Firstkiller. Jbot is clinical, he is mechanical, and he is reading Firstkiller on more than enough occasions to get this series into his hands. Should Firstkiller lose this? Oh my goodness. Not just bad news for him, but bad news for whoever he runs into, you would imagine, in the losers match. Alpha Cap Chronic probably expecting, if the loser of that is probably expecting to go up against Jbot in the lower bracket for this group. Not the way this is headed. Firstkiller with a good first touch off the wall. Gonna go for the immediate shot, and Jbot reads it again. Look at him sliding back into position, keeping all the momentum going forwards. Firstkiller needs to start scoring with a higher percentage of his attacks. And he won't get this one through either. That was a very, very high flight path into the ball. Still couldn't get it done. You know, credit to Jbot. We're looking at him as an offensive powerhouse coming into this match. He has been much more than that right now. Defensively, I am equally impressed. Look at how many shots he is saving from Firstkiller. Firstkiller, one of the heaviest hitters in the entire world. Finally, he gets away through, and it's not with a heavy hit, it's with placement. Still 2 goals to go. And remember, back to game number 1. Firstkiller got a 2-goal comeback there. Actually, a 3-goal comeback. Jbot was not bothered. Great demo by First. He barely managed to catch Jbot in that position. Look at Jbot go, though. Oh my goodness, he's just ball chased straight from the kickoff. Firstkiller did not see that one coming. But the switches from Jbot's defensive positioning is what's keeping him in this. Firstkiller having a very difficult time reading him, having a very difficult time getting the ball past him. This is refreshing. You know, it might not all be all that crazy for Firstkiller to lose his insane winning streak in his comeback game after quite a break from competitive ones. So that's a goal if Firstkiller's on form, and he will score it. This is what we always expect to see from Firstkiller. Perfect power shots. Look how he lines up the center of mass of his car with the very center of the ball, the impact point straight between them. And just like game 1, it is Firstkiller who is getting closer and closer towards the end of this game. Can he finish off the comeback? He's going to go for the reset here, surely. Oh, he can't actually reach it. Plays for the boost seal in the corner instead. Jbot's running dry. Oh, he's not. He's actually just out of position. 41 seconds left. Firstkiller has done it. He's closed the gap once again. Now, when this happened, like I keep saying, last game, Firstkiller still couldn't get the win. It was Jbot who responded, and he's going to go for a big play here. Flip secured. This is going to be tough. Oh, you can't save that one, Firstkiller. And it is the exact same as last game. Firstkiller faked a ceiling challenge. That was in an attempt to get Jbot to rush his play. Firstkiller really hoping that Jbot would see him coming in for the ceiling challenge, play for an early shot, and then Firstkiller would be able to react to it because he stayed on the wall. But Jbot, one step ahead, just ignores the fake challenge. He's going to go for it again here. He's already got his 1-goal lead. He doesn't care. He wants another one. Oh my goodness, Jbot putting up some huge plays. These are risky plays as well. Firstkiller still has time left. And only a 1-goal deficit here. Now Jbot's going to play for the clock. Back into his own corner we go. And he's got a never-ending flip here, so he never has to use it. He's just holding on to that. And I don't think Firstkiller can catch this. That's going to be game 2 to the underdog. And Firstkiller with the unconventional GG Not seen that one in a while, but you know, he might need a little bit of a timeout here. Jbot, what a performance. Bizarre to see both games following the exact same script. Firstkiller goes ahead, or rather Jbot goes ahead, Firstkiller comes back, and then Jbot wins anyway. 10 saves for Jbot. And like I said earlier on in the game, it's not just the offense that has been popping off for Jbot. What a defensive brick wall he's been. He's just done enough to keep Firstkiller at bay. I've seen a few people, Gengar's beating Mile 2-0. Oh my goodness. All the upsets happening right now in the Goldmine NA. I was going to mention, I've seen quite a few people saying that Firstkiller's not been focusing on 3s, he's been focusing on 1s. Well, so has Jbot. Jbot's also been in, he's played all the RLCS X events as well. He's been focusing on 3s, so I don't want to take anything away from him. I think both these guys have been focusing on 3s recently. That never really seemed to be a problem for Firstkiller in the past, because his playstyle in 1s is so solid, so mechanical, so quick. It just relies on a lot of things that he already practices all the time in 2v2 and 3v3. So even if he is out of 1v1 practice, it doesn't really matter. Firstkiller's never had problems with spacing, shadowing, with defense. These are things that have just come naturally to him. It's the pressure part of the game. It's the offensive repertoire that's been more of an expanded thing for him. And definitely the mental game as well. When Firstkiller was on the rise, it was all about avoiding those throws, really. That was his main thing. Trying to play as consistently as possible, and with as much respect for his opponent as they deserve. Beautiful fake by First. I mean, we can see it coming from his POV, but from Jbot's eyes, that's a lot harder to read. All he imagines is Firstkiller smacking that ball into his goal. You heard Miles playing on a laptop right now. Yeah, I believe that you're correct. I think that's accurate, that he's playing from a laptop with hotel Wi-Fi. So he might be struggling. But I believe his words that he sent to Gold Rush were, should be fine. He tested the setup and he said, should be fine. I think I can win with this. So he was still feeling pretty confident about that. Going up against Gengar though, oh my goodness, there's already enough that's difficult to read about Gengar's playstyle, never mind when you're playing in an unusual setting, so Mile might be in trouble as well. Jbot a bit off target with his first touch, second one not so much, but Firstkiller saves it. Laptop and hotel Wi-Fi, I believe so, yeah. But Mile is a very confident guy, he's still giving it a good go. But with how stacked the North American 1 scene is these days, yeah, you need to bring your A game. Firstkiller certainly doing that in game 3. Who's still a believer like I am? I still think Firstkiller's winning this. F in chat if you think Firstkiller's still going to win. Even though he's down 2 games to 0 in this best of 5 and Jbot is playing extremely well. I'm not ready yet to see Firstkiller lose a North American matchup. I don't think I'm ready to see that. I don't think you guys are ready to see that either. And Firstkiller's really asserting his authority in this game. Confident finish. Oh, he went for it. Oh! Was that a forced own goal? When I said confident finish, I meant for the fact, just simply the fact that Firstkiller went for it. But look at that. He's actually forced the own goal there. There is nothing for Jbot to do. Firstkiller just blocked him. Great recovery. I love that he's willing to go for that, though. That he's willing to go for that tight angle shot, because on form, Firstkiller always goes for shots like that. Oh wow, look at the power, look at the placement. 5-0. Mile is winning 5-1, so it looks like both these games following the same script. Jbot saying what? Had to pick up controller, sorry, says Firstkiller. Not sure. Monitor on too, eh? Firstkiller is playing with his feet for the first 2 games. Or maybe playing keyboard and mouse. Jbot imagining that he must have had the monitor off as well, I guess, because Firstkiller has turned into a totally different player. Although I imagine that what is referring to the lack of demo in that play. If I was to guess, I think Jbot on his screen registered a demo, but you gotta remember that what happens on your screen when you're playing Rocket League is not always what happens server side. It's usually extremely close to accurate representation. But things like bumps, demos, and flip resets, especially, anything that's very, very precise, yeah, might not register. Nah, it's an open net miss for Firstkiller, but if you're ever gonna miss an open net, do it in a game where you're winning 6-0. Good to get that out of your system. Everyone that plays Firstkiller say that when he makes his comeback, he plays like a completely different player. Is that an accusation? You think Firstkiller's just called in, I don't know, his alter ego or something for game number 3? I don't. I've seen this from Firstkiller so many times. He'll just not be quite in the zone. He's not really able to play his best, and then all of a sudden when he's backed up against the wall and he realizes, wait, I'm about to lose my North American win streak, I'm about to lose a tournament in NA for the first time ever, suddenly he just becomes a monster, and he just refuses to lose. That's, I think, what's happening here. Just a realization from First. The reality of the situation. And Jbot is starting to struggle. Now, Jbot has one more game that he can experiment with. Then he just has to bring the best game that he can to the table. Wait, Adam's winning 2-1 against Light? What is with all the upsets in this round? This is crazy. Every single round is an upset. Do be sure to swing by all of the other streams that are covering the Goldmine matchups today, guys. If you can, watch the multi-stream. Be sure to show lots of love to the other streamers. Smellsworth, Shogun, and Athena. Awesome to be covering the action alongside the pack of legends that they are. There's no squad stream, but there is a link to a multi-stream in chat. Just use !multi if you want to be able to watch all the games at the same time. 7-0. You think Jbot turned off his monitor? You might have. Yeah, do we have a link to the Wikipedia bracket maybe? Yeah, Nightball already posted the multi-commands, so it's not available yet. There we go, Jbot Brazils himself with a fake flip reset shot. Ouch, space played, he says. You know, Firstkiller was right to assume that Jbot would land the reset shot there, because Jbot is really well known for that. He's excellent at flip reset shots. Magic Bear's also down 2-1. So you guys are telling me every single favorite, all the top seeds in the groups are losing 2-1 right now. That is bizarre. Well, none more bizarre than Firstkiller losing 2-1. Just because he doesn't lose in North America. He just doesn't. He just wins everything. So this has to be the most surprising one. But so it begins. Like I said, I believe in the comeback. I've watched enough Firstkiller games to know what happens next here. Oh, yeah, Lenny, do you want to edit multi or just delete? Let's just get rid of one of the commands. Just use edit !multi and get rid of !multi stream. Let's just use !multi. What was I talking about with unlimited flip? Well, what I meant was, that was Jbot's idea at the end of the game. He just collects his flip off the ceiling on 0 seconds. Well, not on 0 seconds. He wants to run down the clock because he was winning by 1. So one of the best ways to do that is to set up a ceiling shot where you have no intention to ever shoot the ball. Because shooting the ball when you're already winning by 1 in a ceiling position is usually either one of two things. It's either a goal or giving away possession to the other player. Now, if you're already winning by 1, you don't need another goal. You know, what's the difference between a 1-goal win and a 2-goal win? There isn't one. Wow, like the recovery by First. The save is what we come to expect from him, but these recoveries afterwards are so impressive. It's a good save by Jbot, and he secures a back corner boost as well. Huge plays by Jbot. He knew what Firstkiller was planning there. Firstkiller's fake challenge will get the ball off Jbot once again. Lionblaze is streaming his gameplay. What other players are streaming their gameplay? They're all allowed to stream their gameplay for this, I believe. It's going to be really cool to go back and watch. I know some of you guys are really excited for Europe tomorrow as well, to see what European players are going to be streaming their gameplay. Farky said he might stream his. Sharif is. That's cool. Magic Bear is. It's got to be harder to play on stream. Maybe that would explain Lionblaze and Magic Bear struggling early on in this. But I think that one of the main reasons why the underdogs are showing up big in this round, in this opening game of the group stage, is because they were the players who were picked. They're expected to lose. There's really no pressure on them. No pressure on Jbot at all. Not only was he picked, but he was picked by Firstkiller, so no one expects him to win. So he just came out fresh. Firstkiller was a bit sluggish. Fell behind in both games, and Jbot was clutch as well. Now Firstkiller is on another level. That save into recovery earlier on tells you all you need to know about Firstkiller's counter form, and Jbot has flown in front of the ball by mistake here. AJ said he'd lose just to sweep Magic Bear. He's going to go down to the lower bracket just to send Magic Bear out of it. Khaled won't stream because he doesn't want us to see his aimbot. Yeah, that's probably probably true. Yeah, Firstkiller picked his opponent. The way that the groups work for this is that the top 4 seeds, Firstkiller, Mile, Lionblaze, and Magic Bear, all got to pick their opponent in the opening game, in the order of the names I just mentioned. And they were allowed to pick any of the other 12 players that were listed in the Goldmine NA player list. This is a beautiful play by Firstkiller. He's boost starved Jbot. Oh my goodness, he boost starves him. He pops the ball into a position Jbot can't reach, and then he goes for the double touch over his head. That is unreal. Not just mechanical, but so smart by Firstkiller. He saw exactly what Jbot was looking for, took the boost away from him. Jbot was so convinced that he was getting it that he used all the boost that he did have just to get into the corner. Demo by Jbot. It's his turn to put up a really smart play, and he's got the ground shot to match it. 2-1. Firstkiller's lead cut in half. Gengar's winning 5-0. Oh my days. Is Gengar playing well today? Imagine faking the kickoff against Gengar. What, did Mile fake a kickoff against Gengar? What was he thinking? Oh wow, what was this? What has happened to Jbot in this play? Did he just not see Firstkiller coming in? Oh my goodness, he just didn't see him. Firstkiller just ball chased after the kickoff, and Jbot, who could have dodged into the ball there and turned it into a 50-50, perfectly safe 50-50, he just let him drive right by. I mean, I don't know how Firstkiller knew that Jbot wouldn't see him coming, but it works. So, oh, lucky bounce there for Firstkiller. If that hit the flat part of the wall, it was a goal for Jbot. This should be a goal for Jbot as well, even with the demo coming in. Ball is too far ahead. Right, so Lionblaze Adams going to game 5. Firstkiller Jbot looks like it's going to game 5, but hey, still winnable for Jbot here. The comeback is well on its way. Good challenge by Jbot. Has he got this? Oh my goodness, he's got it. What a play. Not just the challenge, but the recovery and the goal as well. That is huge. Such aggression by Jbot. He's done with Firstkiller running the show in this game. He's sick of him driving the ball around the field and just having to watch and wait for his turn. He makes his own play this time. Firstkiller. Heavy touch off target. Jbot's missed it. And you can see the tilt there. Not surprised to see the camera flickering back and forward there. Jbot will be so upset that he's just jumped on this spot and let the ball bounce over his head. After a 3-goal comeback, that is one of the worst things that he could have done. But he should be fine in this play. Firstkiller wants to ball chase again. Actually goes in for the demo. Oh, Jbot's let his guard down a second time. That's 2 times in this game that Jbot has just taken his eyes off Firstkiller. And Firstkiller's got a goal off it. This time it's after a demo as well. Careless stuff. 2 times in one game by Jbot. And this is a big deal. Not only does he concede because of that, well, he gets a kickoff goal against him as well. But I was going to say, he was only losing by a goal there. And if he was a little bit more careful with his positioning and defense, then he may have had a possession play with full boost to play with. Not on the cards anymore. Firstkiller back in the lead by 3. Jbot does get 1 boost steal. Can he convert off this? He needs to score, really. He's going to come back, and he does score. Jbot gets his 4th goal on the board. Impressive accuracy from that kind of range. I still don't know if Firstkiller is going to be interested in giving Jbot 2 looks at the goal. Jbot half flips out of an aerial attempt. He's just looking for some space to work with. Firstkiller doesn't give him any. Stays on the ball and bangs it into the net. These little pops from Firstkiller have been phenomenal right now. Love to see that kind of control from him. Where he plays the ball the perfect height that he can beat Jbot to it in the following play. And that's not going to cut it. Firstkiller, he is going to tie up the series here. Gengar beat Mile confirmed. That one is actually just finished. Wow. Gengar with the camera settings from the International Space Station popping off. That's huge. He was a second pick out of everybody in this. Mile chose the matchup, but Gengar, much more awkward player than people realize. It's only when you play him you think, oh, hold on a second. Why can this guy see everything that I'm doing? Why does this guy know all my decisions before I actually think of them myself? He's so many steps ahead. But, you know, meanwhile, the script in Group A seems to be following an old faithful format. Firstkiller down by 2, and then he turns it up a notch. It's a good save by Jbot. Had to play that off the top corner, or the post next to the top corner, I should say. I think he might have gone a bit too far out of position here, though. Firstkiller's not going to let him get back. And it is another goal lead for Firstkiller late in the series. He just saw the demo coming. He jumps clean over it. And he only needs that 1 touch to get the ball into the back of the net, really. Where are all those people who are saying that Firstkiller's not been playing ones? He looks great, to be honest, today. Earlier on in the series, he was a bit sluggish, but the tail end of this one, he's looked every bit as good as he ever has. Alpha says, don't see anyone beating him in a best of 5 yet, alone best of 7 to qualify. That's right, so the 2 qualification matches today, the winners qualification match and the lower one as well, both of them are going to be best of 7. So it's possible. I mean, Firstkiller could lose 2 best of 5s in a row and be out, but if he wins at least 1 of his first 2 series, then he will be into those best of 7 rounds, where it's even harder to take him down. The only loss that Firstkiller has to a North American player in the past year, more than the past year. Oh my goodness, Jbot. Firstkiller actually caught him there. He's going to go for this. Oh, well played. Jbot gets back onto the wall. Firstkiller knocked him off it, but Jbot had the boost and he's got the recovery. Huge play. That could be the turning point. What a unique back and forth between these two. How often have you seen that? The lower boost player bumping the player in defense off their own back wall. Jbot being forced to fly onto his own back wall just to get into the play. Gets the save. Outplays Firstkiller. Oh, the pre-flip off the air dribble as well. Jbot. What a clutch play. How do you see that one coming? Look at the lift he managed to get on that one. How about that for placement? I'll forget, maybe I'm wrong. Hey, Jbot stepping it up to another level here. It was all Firstkiller and Gibbs 4 and 5, but he is not done. Firstkiller will get one back though. Jbot ball chasing in the line of sight off the NA champion. And he should know better than that. If he's gonna ball chase that challenge, he should try and come in from maybe in line with the near post. When he's even a slight touch offline there, Firstkiller can just see him. So it's a risky play. I like that Jbot's mixing it up though. He's not just going back to his net every single time and hoping for the best. I mean, you guys already know you can't just sit on in your goal against Firstkiller. You need to put pressure on him. You need to play a smart game. You need to adapt. But now Jbot's gone for 2 kind of rush challenges in a row. That wasn't so much of a rush challenge. That was just a low boost fake challenge. Now, if you're going to throw yourself into no man's land like Jbot did there, you better have boost to get back out of it. He didn't, and now he's conceded a kickoff goal as well. And you can see the frustration. No, there is, a lot of good finishing there by Firstkiller to get the lead back. But Jbot has definitely opened the door for him to come back in. Rush to challenge in line of sight. He then throws himself into no man's land with no boost to recover, and it loses a kickoff as well. The only player he lost to Firstkiller in the past year was Lethimer. Sorry, I got completely thrown off that train of thought because this game is turning out to be a complete banger from these two. Love that from Jbot. Keeping the ball on the near post side. Didn't give Firstkiller the chance to chase him into the back corner. Play for the demo or the boost steal on that side. Now here comes the reset and the dunk. Jbot 4-4. Oh, this is just insane. You love High Level 1 so much. Thank you so much for doing this. Bro, you need to thank Gold Rush. Thank Gold Rush GG on Twitter for doing this. It's them that put this tournament together. They're the ones who made it possible. I was more than happy to partner on them for the branding of it. Gold Mine was just a partnership that had to happen. Oh, Firstkiller tantalizingly close. And there's no boost for him to steal on the way out there, so he's had to just back off. And now here comes Jbot. Was he looking for an air double bump in that position? Didn't get one. And Firstkiller, as always, my goodness. There's never a shot from Firstkiller that's not a boomer. He doesn't know how to hit the ball slowly. He only knows how to completely smack it. This must be so demoralizing to play against First. He just doesn't give you any freebies. Some players, you leave an open net against them and they just bean it, they don't hit it hard enough, and then you can catch up to it, you can keep it out, you can get the save. No, not Firstkiller. As soon as you give him an open net, even an open part of the net, you already know the ball's going to be flying there faster than you can catch up with. He uses the most subtle air rolls, perfect approaches, perfect timing on the dodge every single time. It's just one of those things that he has always been able to do. It's one of the most important things for competitive 1v1. That's why I think no matter how out of form, how out of practice Firstkiller is, he'll always be just a natural contender in 1v1. He's missed an open net here. Jbot will be delighted to see that, but he won't be so happy about the boost being stolen away. Firstkiller could just play for the clock here. Still going for more goals though. And there's not a very well-timed boost steal, that one. Firstkiller attacked too quickly, so the boost wasn't back for him to seal away. That allows Jbot to pick it up. So Gengar did finish off the win against Mile. Is the Lion Blaze Adam series still going? What about Magic Bear? Is that series still going as well? Do we have any more upsets to report? Jbot's still in the hunt for one. It is very much possible, but he has to take all of his chances, you feel. Oh, he's got this one. Beautiful. Confident air dribble bump. He didn't take this one too high, just a little double jump on it. And that last touch was plenty to force Firstkiller into the air. Firstkiller knew, okay, I can't stay on the ground for this one, it's too high. Got to get up there. Thought that there was a way for him to close the gap before Jbot hit him, but Jbot actually spiraled downwards into him. Ball chase from Firstkiller. He's all in. That is completely aggressive with a 1-goal lead. Now the mind game. Jbot wanted a high challenge. He has to keep the ball in the corner here. Doesn't want to take it across. Firstkiller's going to force him to take it across. Pre-flip from Jbot into the save. And he's even got the boost steal at mid. Was that a good idea though? Firstkiller doesn't think so. 7-5. Jbot in an attempt to get one step ahead. Takes one step backwards. That's a bit of a shame. What a great setup it was. But that is just such a similar sight. Firstkiller recovering a little bit quicker than his opponent was ready for to win a series. Reverse sweep. Jbot's out of here. Firstkiller wins it. GG's in party chat. Jbot already knows. There's no coming back from this. What a valiant effort it was. What a great try. But the same fate that everybody else has suffered when you play against Firstkiller in 1v1. Firstkiller says had to sweat for a second. Well, he certainly did. That was quite something. But GG's. He says sorry, didn't mean to make it that close. I'll take close. I can watch close 1v1 series all night. That is not a problem with me. Beautiful stuff from Firstkiller. NA's best. Back at it again. Now that means we are roughly 1/5 of the way through tonight's entertainment. I'm going to go set up the next match. We've got Chronic versus Alpha Kep coming up, so stay tuned if you want to watch that one. Going to be getting started, well, as soon as the players are ready. I imagine they already are. So yeah, just back in a couple of minutes, guys, for the second match of the night. I'm also going to run some ads manually so that all the new people tuning in and all of you guys don't get an ad automatically as well. If I manually run ads during breaks, they don't happen automatically during the matches. So let me go and do all that. I'll be back in a few for the next match.